In this episode of FPTV, we're going to continue with part 2 of 2 and answer that most important question of the food packaging industry: to use compostable products or not to use compostable products. Well, you get the point. Whopping friends! My name is Elish P. You're watching Food Packaging TV, where we bring you the latest in innovation industry news and, of course, food packaging. Yes, food packaging. Now let's hit it! Howdy! So last week we went over the reasons why people won't buy commercially compostable food packaging. And I also gave you the reasons as to my thoughts on each one of those arguments. But today we're going to go over the reasons why people do buy commercially compostable commercially compostable packagings and the decisions behind it. And before that, I just want to point out, in my opinion, the first 3 reasons are pretty bona fide to choose a commercial compostable product. As the rest of the list, I just find it motivating by self-serving interests. But what do I know? And what does it matter? You tell me your thoughts in the comments. Starting off with number 1, the person buying has a genuine care for the environment and prefers to use annually renewable resources. This person most likely has a profound sense of their true nature as a spiritual living being. Number 2, the person is making a conscious decision, looking at how each decision has a direct impact on the planet, the resources, and of course, future generations. This person is operating at a higher frequency and has a genuine, selfless attitude for themselves, and instead cares for the sacredness of life that connects all of us. Number 3, the person is aware of other waste management systems that can help move their operations towards a more zero waste goal or facility, and has cracked that code. Person who truly cares will figure out ways to make it work. They will take on that pressure of the naysayers and struggle to find an answer until they do. After all, that's how diamonds are made. Number 4, the person buying wants to enhance their brand credentials or company image. I'll take that, so long as a person isn't pushing 50 shades of green and are using products that are labeled as eco-friendly, but in actuality are not made with any renewable resources. But they got you hooked based on price and marketing. Buyer beware. If you know someone or a company that has done this, as it'll be more work to explain yourself and to your customers that you were just lazy and you didn't take the time to learn about the products and simply went for what was cheap so long as it said eco and gave yourself a Medal of Honor. Make sure you do your research, as your brand reputation is counting on it. Number 5, they're buying it because their customers are demanding it. So if the consumer demands it and tells you it's time for a change, be sure you sit down with your supplier to find the best packaging solutions that work for your operation. Number 6, your brand is trying to keep up with the Joneses. Now, this is an interesting one. If your competitors switch to a craft handle paper bag, are you going to do the same? Or would you take the time to understand what else is out there that is not as expensive as craft handle paper bags, but that can still send an eco-friendly message? Are there options in this type of situation? There sure are. But who's going to tell you this? Ask your supplier. That's why they're there. Or better yet, comment, and I'll help you find the correct solution. Number 7, government regulation. Now, this is definitely coming. The single-use plastic ban is going to be law in Canada, and you have almost a half a year to find a solution that will be suitable for your operation. So please, 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 do not wait till the 11th hour, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to scramble around town trying to find whatever you can that is eco-friendly and cheap. You won't do the research, and you won't care, so long as it's passable and available. And truly, with the way supply chains are backed up till date, product will be tight and limited, inventory that is. And as my high school agenda had written on one of its pages, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So, what is the main difference in these two camps of the naysayers and those that are all in? Information, spiritual knowledge, and market information. Not enough people take time to access spiritual knowledge and market information to make informed and conscious buying decisions. And because of that, they will fall under the naysayers' wing and throw out one of those blanket excuses I gave from part 1, not to ruffle the corporate feathers. But believe me, ruffling's where it's at, man. If you wait till the last minute, you'll be running around with a chicken with its head cut off. You know, blind, running here and there, aimless, no brain, no understanding which way you're going, no eyes, only to waste your time and resources and energy and probably just bleed to death. Maybe not to death, but bleed. Companies are now starting to look at food packaging as one of their primary mandates to have it correct and make sure it checks all their boxes for their operations. And in these situations, knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe! My hopes are that by now you have had enough information to navigate your buying decisions to see if compostable packaging will be the right choice for you and your organization. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Food Packaging TV. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Ilash P. Next week, we're going to be looking at the single-use plastic ban mandate, what you need to know, and what you don't need to know, but what you need to know. So hit that bell icon so you get the first video, so be top, you're the latest. And please feel free to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.